in addition to looking at main idea and details and being able to fill out a graphic organizer, it is so useful because main idea and details is the key way of making a summary about informational text. So you should have already read the article about the life cycle of a frog. So this is on page 6 and 7 of our 5th grade reading notes. Ta-da! So on page 6 we have filled out our graphic organizer where we have all of these details that come together, one main idea, they all go together. The life cycle of a frog has many stages. So we're going to turn what we have here into a summary. And a good summary for an informational text. You start with the main idea of the original piece. Already figured it out. Put it on a graphic organizer. Include the details that support the main idea, so we need all of those figures. Use your own wording, so you don't want to copy directly out of the text. A summary is not writing all of the words that were there. It's putting it into your own words. And then you want to write information about the who, what, when, where, why, and the how of the topic. And those things should be included looking at your details. Do not put in your opinion of the issue or topic discussed in the original piece. So we're looking at the life cycle of a frog. We are not looking for you to tell, oh my gosh, frogs are amazing. They are so cool. They do all of these things. Like they have a tail at one point in their life, they get legs at another point. That would be pretty cool. Like if we had a tail sometimes and then had legs, but that's not what's in this article. So those would be things that shouldn't be in the summary because they don't just tell you what was actually there on the page. So we are going to take our details from our graphic organizer, our main idea, and turn this into a paragraph all together. Multiple sentences bunched together, periods in between those sentences so that it all works out. So let's talk about this summary. It starts off with the main idea. There are many stages of the life cycle of a frog. Right here, the life cycle of a frog has many stages. So the wording's a little bit different, but that's what you want to start with. When we're making a summary of informational text, start with the main idea. There are many stages to the life cycle of a frog. Let's also pause. Do you have your pencil? Is your book open to page 7? Are we writing out the summary? We should be. You can pause as you're writing, like pause the video, write what you need to, then come back and listen to some more. Frogs lay floating egg masses. So that starts at the beginning. That matches with the first detail that we found from our article. Continuing. Tadpoles grow into egg masses until they break free. Tadpoles start out very weak and need to hang onto plants. Tadpoles have a body and tail to swim. Tadpoles develop through metamorphosis. So let's see. Develop, body and tail, develop through metamorphosis. So we're this far so far. They continue to the next stage of life. They grow into froglets with 4 legs and a tail. So if we look between what we had, when I was writing this paragraph, I thought, this is kind of a jump and it needs a little bit more of a transition. So adding some more words to make the flow work. Because they develop through metamorphosis, they grow into froglets, it's choppy. So this sentence here, they continue to the next stage of life. It goes back to this whole life cycle of a frog. It's reinforcing the main idea, making a better writing piece. And ending with finally, good transition word right there, letting us know that we're at the end. Finally, they turned into a frog with fully formed legs and no tail, which takes us to that last detail. So the work that we did, filling out the graphic organizer, finding the main idea and the different details in the order that they're in the actual story, then translates into this summary where you're using what's in the graphic organizer, but you're making sure that you're adding little bits to it to make it a better writing